Imagine waking up one day to discover your song is #1 on global charts. I mean, breaking records, sparking this huge phenomenon.
Yeah, like Bruno.
Exactly. Now, imagine that same person's name was inspired by this really poignant poem about the Vietnam War. Almost as if destiny itself had a hand in shaping a storyteller who would go on to reshape Broadway, Hollywood, and even, political discourse.
It's kind of an amazing setup, isn't
It
it?
really is. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're unearthing the extraordinary journey of Lin-Manuel Miranda, an American songwriter, actor, singer, filmmaker, rapper, and librettist.
Right, the person who writes the words, the story for musicals and operas.
Exactly. His creative explosion has touched nearly every corner of entertainment and beyond, making him truly, well, a maestro of modern storytelling.
And our mission today is really to dive deep into the stack of sources detailing his multifaceted life and career. We'll pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, the insights, connect the dots to understand not just what he achieved, but, the why.
Why it resonates.
Precisely. Why his groundbreaking work resonates so profoundly. We'll explore how he became such a singular voice in contemporary culture, offering you, our listeners, a shortcut to being truly well-informed about his immense impact.
And we've curated a fantastic collection of sources for this deep dive. We're exploring comprehensive biographical information, tracing his remarkable career highlights across theater, film, television, delving into personal details about his family and his really passionate activism, and of course taking a thorough look at his long list of numerous accolades. Get ready for an engaging and illuminating exploration.
Let's do it.
The formative years, roots, rhymes, and early sparks.
Okay, let's begin at the very start of this incredible journey. Lin-Manuel Miranda was born on January 16, 1980, right here in New York City.
Yep.
While you might know him primarily as, a Broadway sensation or maybe a Disney hitmaker.
Sure, that's the headline now.
Right. But understanding his roots, this rich cultural tapestry, is really central to grasping the core of his artistic identity.
It really is. And what's compelling right away is the insight into his heritage and family background. His mother, Luz Towns Miranda, she's an accomplished clinical psychologist.
Okay.
And his father, Luis Miranda Jr., is a prominent political consultant. I mean, think about that unique combination.
Yeah, psychology and politics.
Exactly. A grounding in human psychology and the sharp understanding of political strategy, communication. These influences, they must have profoundly shaped his perspective on, character development, narrative arcs,
Sure.
and even how he approaches advocacy later in his career. He's predominantly of Puerto Rican descent, but there's also distant Mexican, English, and African-American ancestry, a truly American story woven right into his DNA.
It reflects the diversity he often portrays.
Absolutely. It reflects the diverse fabric of the nation he so often portrays and celebrates in his work.
And his name itself is a story, one that I find absolutely captivating. Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, tell us about that.
It was inspired by this poignant poem about the Vietnam War by the Puerto Rican writer José Manuel Torres Santiago. The poem's called Nana Roja para mi hijo Lin-Manuel, which translates to Red Lullaby for my son, Lin-Manuel.
Wow.
It isn't just a beautiful personal detail. It's almost prophetic, It sort of imbued him with this subconscious connection to politically charged narratives and the power of words from birth, really laying the groundwork for a career that would later use art to explore history, identity, social justice on a massive scale.
That's right. It suggests a destiny intertwined with powerful narratives from the very beginning. This early association with a politically resonant poem, especially one from his heritage, it sort of set a subconscious tone for his future work, even before he knew he'd be telling stories on such a grand stage.
Yeah.
It really underscores the idea that identity and cultural background are often deeply embedded in an artist's trajectory, shaping their worldview and their chosen themes.
Growing up in the vibrant Inwood neighborhood of Manhattan, he was raised Catholic. But New York City wasn't his only home, and this is where his connection to his roots becomes even clearer, I think, and more influential.
His frequent trips to Puerto Rico were absolutely key to his development. Miranda spent at least 1 month each year with his grandparents in Vega Alta.
Every year.
Every year. These weren't just family vacations, they were an immersion. They shaped a worldview that would later allow him to masterfully translate multiple cultural nuances into his art and fuel his passionate activism for the island.
Right.
This constant connection to his Puerto Rican heritage from a young age clearly informs so much of his later work, providing him with this rich understanding of diverse perspectives, cultural nuances, which he then masterfully weaves into his art.
But also worth noting, he has an older sister, Luz,
Mm-hmm.
who's the chief financial officer of the Miram Group, a strategic consulting firm, which, again, just illustrates he comes from a family with a strong sense of community, influence, and a deep understanding of strategy and communication.
Yeah, you see those elements reflected in his own career, right?
Totally. Whether it's building a theatrical phenomenon or navigating political advocacy.
Yeah.
For many, his theatrical journey seems to have just burst onto the scene with us in the Heights.
Like it came out of nowhere.
Right. But for Miranda, the seeds of a performer and writer were planted much, much earlier. He attended Hunter College Elementary School and Hunter College High School.
Which are pretty prestigious institutions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Renowned for fostering intellectual curiosity and creative exploration.
So this begs the question, how early did his talent actually manifest? And, what did it look like?
Right.
Interestingly, one of his classmates, who's now the journalist Chris Hayes.
Oh, really? Chris Hayes?
Yeah. He directed Miranda in what was described as his first musical. And Hayes vividly characterized it as, get this, a 20-minute musical that featured a maniacal fetal pig in a nightmare.
A maniacal fetal pig? Seriously.
Seriously. Can you imagine? It's this early, wonderfully quirky indicator of his unique creative voice, right? And his willingness to experiment with unconventional themes, strange narrative structures right from the beginning.
Wow.
It shows a young artist unafraid to be different, to push boundaries, even in high school.
And here's a surprising twist.
Yeah.
He was actually bullied by the rapper Immortal Technique in high school.
No way.
Yeah, but they apparently later became friends. Imagine that concentration of diverse talent and, future influence in one high school.
That's wild. It just shows the varied paths people take, how things evolve.
Exactly. He began writing musicals at school, setting the stage, quite literally, for his future.
Yeah.
It proves that the creative spark was there, honing his skills long before the public spotlight found him.
And these early experiences, the blend of academic rigor at Hunter, the theatrical experimentation, even the social dynamic, they all contributed to his artistic sensibility. They were laying the groundwork for his ability to connect with diverse audiences, tackle complex themes, and ultimately redefine musical theater.
So the earliest draft of what would become his first Broadway musical, In the Heights,
Yeah.
was actually written in 1999 during his sophomore year at Wesleyan University. That's a remarkably rapid start for such a groundbreaking work, don't you think? Shows an early maturity.
It's truly remarkable, yeah. How quickly his vision took shape and gained traction. The show was accepted by Wesleyan's student theater company, Second Stage,
Okay.
and there he consciously added elements of freestyle rap, salsa numbers, premiering it there in 1999. This blend of traditional musical theater with contemporary style, specifically the vibrant energy of hip-hop and Latin rhythms, it wasn't an afterthought.
It was baked in from the start.
It was baked in from the very first iteration. This early success, this immediate blending of genres, it's significant because it established the unique, boundary-pushing voice that would later captivate Broadway.
And he wasn't just writing and composing at Wesleyan. He was actively directing, acting in many other productions too. Musicals, Shakespeare.
The whole spectrum.
The whole spectrum.
Yeah.
He truly embraced it all before graduating in 2002, gaining hands-on experience in every facet of the craft, from behind the scenes to center stage.
The significance of these formative years, you really can't overstate it. They were a crucible where his distinct artistic voice, combining deep narrative storytelling with contemporary musical forms, was forged.
Yeah.
These years provided him with that rich cultural foundation, right, through his family, the trips to Puerto Rico, alongside the early creative experimentation at Hunter and Wesleyan, and the academic rigor that would fuel his future, revolutionary work.
The Broadway blueprint from In the Heights to a cultural milestone.
Okay, so after college, the real work began on In the Heights. In 2002, he teamed up with John Buffalo Mailer and director Thomas Kail.
Tommy Kail, yeah. A key collaborator.
Right, to revise the show, refining what had started as this successful college project. Then, in 2004, playwright Quiara Alegria Hudes joined the team.
And that was huge.
Yeah, further solidifying the creative brain trust and bringing a vital new perspective to the story's dramatic structure.
This collaborative development process is absolutely crucial to understanding his approach. It wasn't a solo endeavor, right? It was a collective effort that rigorously refined the musical after its initial college run. Hudes, a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright herself,
Wow.
brought this keen eye for character and narrative, transforming the collegiate piece into a really robust theatrical work. This ability to work effectively with others, to bring in diverse talents and perspectives to enhance a singular vision, it would become a hallmark of his career, especially later with Hamilton.
Yeah, totally.
It speaks volumes about his open-mindedness and commitment to the artistic process, not just, his personal vision.
The musical debuted in Connecticut in 2005, giving it a crucial proving ground, finding its legs, connecting with professional audiences outside of, like, a university setting.
Right, test run.
Then it moved off Broadway in 2007 at the 37 Arts Theater, building significant buzz and critical acclaim before its anticipated big Broadway opening in March 2008.
And the recognition was immediate, undeniable.
Yeah.
In the Heights was a genuine hit. It received 13 Tony Award nominations, which is incredibly impressive for a debut musical,
A huge number.
and won 4, including Best Musical and Best Original Score. It also secured a Grammy Award for Best Musical Theater Album. This flood of accolades signaled the arrival of a fresh, vital voice in American theater.
Yeah.
One that was resonating broadly with critics and audiences. And Miranda's personal commitment was clear. He starred in the demanding leading role of Usnavi.
Right, he wasn't just the writer.
No, he earned himself a Tony nomination for Best Actor for it. He was front and center, pouring his heart and soul into the performance, showcasing his incredible energy and stage presence.
He even returned to the role of Snavi multiple times. He rejoined the national tour when it played in L.A. and San Juan, Puerto Rico, a personal nod to his roots, right?
Definitely. Bringing it home.
Then he returned for the final Broadway performances from December 2010 until its closing on January 9, 2011, after an impressive run of, 1,185 regular performances.
Wow. That's a solid run.
It is a testament to his dedication, the show's enduring appeal, and his deep connection to the story and its community.
Yeah.
While In the Heights was making waves and establishing him as this major force on Broadway, Lin-Manuel Miranda wasn't just, resting on his laurels.
Not his style, apparently.
Seems not. He was constantly creating, often engaging in surprising side projects that honed his craft in unexpected ways and showcased his remarkable versatility.
This period truly demonstrates his incredible work ethic and adaptability across different theatrical landscapes. For instance, he was tapped to write Spanish-language dialogue and collaborate with the legendary Stephen Sondheim.
Stephen Sondheim.
Yes. To translate song lyrics for the 2009 Broadway revival of West Side Story. Imagine that call. Translating for a titan like Sondheim.
Unbelievable.
It speaks to the high regard he was already held in within the industry and his deep understanding of both languages, musical theater traditions, allowing him to kind of bridge generations of theatrical genius.
And it wasn't just Sondheim. He also contributed 2 new songs to a revised version of the 1978 musical Working in 2008.
Right, the Studs Terkel piece.
Yeah, that classic ensemble piece based on interviews with American workers. He was clearly embracing every opportunity to expand his compositional skills, explore different styles of storytelling through song.
And here's where we truly see the roots of his improvisational genius, the stuff that would become so famous with Hamilton.
Okay.
In 2003, he co-founded Freestyle Love Supreme.
Ah, yes. The hip-hop improv group.
Exactly. This wasn't just a casual hobby. This group toured extensively. Edinburgh Festival Fringe, comedy festivals in Aspen, Melbourne, Montreal.
Wow, serious touring.
Yeah. They eventually had a limited TV series on Pivot in 2014 and even made their Broadway debut in 2019. It's a powerful testament to his versatility and the joy he finds in creative spontaneity, showcasing his ability to think on his feet, blend rap with live performance, connect with an audience in this unscripted, electrifying way.
What's even more mind-boggling is that during these years, while all this was happening, In the Heights developing, West Side Story revisions, Freestyle Love Supreme touring, he was also working as an English teacher at his old high school.
No way! Teaching, too!
Yeah, and on top of that, writing columns and restaurant reviews for the Manhattan Times and composing music for commercials. Talk about a hustle.
That is incredible. He was truly immersed in a wide variety of creative and professional endeavors, each one undoubtedly feeding his broader artistic growth.
It seems like it.
This multi-hyphenate approach is key to understanding his development. He wasn't just a theater artist, he was a working artist in many forms, constantly flexing different creative muscles, sharpening his skills in diverse fields.
Yeah.
This breadth of experience undoubtedly fed into his later masterpieces, allowing him to approach storytelling with a diverse toolkit, an understanding of various media, and a deep appreciation for the craft from multiple angles.
His work continued to expand, with significant projects leading up to his magnum opus, Hamilton. He co-wrote music and lyrics for Bring It On, the musical.
Oh yeah, the cheerleading musical.
Exactly. Premiered in Atlanta in 2011, toured nationally, played a limited Broadway engagement in 2012. The show earned Tony nominations for Best Musical and Best Choreography.
So another success.
Yep, further solidifying his place as a versatile and sought-after musical theater composer.
And this project clearly demonstrated his continued growth as a composer and lyricist in a different style, right? More contemporary pop rock, distinct from the Latin rhythms of In the Heights.
Totally different vibe.
It broadened his reach within the musical theater world and proved he wasn't, a one-trick pony. Showed his ability to craft catchy, character-driven songs for high-energy, youth-focused production.
In 2014, he earned a Primetime Emmy Award for the song Bigger.
For the Tony's opening number.
Yes, which he co-wrote with Tom Kitt for the energetic opening of the 67th Tony Awards. It was a significant recognition for his TV writing work, showcasing his ability to create compelling musical moments even for a broadcast audience.
He also wrote and narrated this one-act musical, 21 Chump Street, for a single impactful performance at BAM, the Brooklyn Academy of Music.
Right, based on a true story.
Yeah, about a student entrapped by an undercover cop. He was then broadcast on NPR's This American Life, reaching a whole different audience.
Wow.
And simultaneously, he starred in an encore's revival of Jonathan Larson's Tick, Tick, Boom in June 2014.
Larson, the creator of Rent, a hero of his.
Exactly. These smaller, more experimental projects kept his creative muscles flexing, letting him explore different narrative forms, tackle challenging themes, immerse himself in the work of a theatrical hero, making him incredibly sharp and ready for what was coming next.
Yeah.
These diverse experiences were all threads leading to the tapestry of Hamilton.
Hamilton the Revolution will not be televised, but it will be sung.
Okay, here's where the story takes a truly seismic turn. The origin story of Hamilton. It's almost as legendary as the show itself now.
It really is.
While on vacation in 2008, Lin-Manuel Miranda picked up Ron Chernow's massive biography of Alexander Hamilton.
Just casually reading on vacation.
Laughs.
Right. That seemingly simple act ignited a cultural phenomenon that would redefine American theater.
It begs the question, though.
Yeah.
What was it about that biography that ignited such a spark in Miranda? Prompted such a, revolutionary idea?
Good question.
It wasn't just any biography. It was the story of an immigrant, an outsider, a wordsmith who literally wrote his way out of poverty and shaped a nation. Themes that clearly resonated with Miranda's own heritage, his understanding of the power of language, self-creation.
You see the connection.
Totally. Miranda was so inspired that he wrote a rap about Hamilton, which he famously performed at the White House Evening of Poetry, Music, and Spoken Word on May 12, 2009.
The White House performance, iconic. Accompanied by Alex Lacamoire. That moment, performing a hip-hop narrative about a founding father in front of President Obama. It was a seismic shift. It signaled to the world that history could be reimagined in this incredibly fresh, compelling, utterly contemporary way.
Yeah.
It fundamentally changed how people perceived both hip-hop and historical storytelling.
He later revealed the meticulous process behind his songwriting. He said he spent a year writing just one song, My Shot.
A whole year on one song.
A whole year, revising it countless times to perfectly reflect Alexander Hamilton's intellect, his ambition, that relentless drive. That's an extraordinary level of dedication to craft and character.
It really illustrates his profound commitment to historical accuracy and character depth, blending rigorous research with his unique musical language. By 2012, he was performing an extended set of pieces, which he called the Hamilton mixtape, at various workshops, presentations.
Right, the mixtape phase.
And the New York Times accurately called it an obvious game changer, recognizing the potential for groundbreaking work long before it hit the mainstream. This blend of academic thoroughness, street-smart musicality, revolutionary narrative, it was completely new and utterly captivating.
Hamilton premiered off-Broadway at the Public Theater in January 2015, directed by Tommy Kail again. Miranda not only wrote the book and score, but he famously starred as the title character, fully embodying his vision on stage.
And the reviews were overwhelmingly positive. Its engagement was completely sold out, built immense, unprecedented anticipation for its Broadway transfer. The buzz was electric.
Yeah.
Ron Chernow himself and Lin-Manuel Miranda even received the 2015 History Makers Award from the New York Historical Society for their collaboration.
Before it even hit Broadway.
Yeah, highlighting the academic and cultural significance of the project even before its major Broadway run, recognizing its impact on how history is perceived and presented.
The show began previews on Broadway in July 2015 at the Richard Rodgers Theater and officially opened on August 6, 2015, to continued rave reviews. It wasn't just a hit, it was an instant cultural event.
Absolutely, drawing audiences from every walk of life.
On the very first night of Broadway previews, over 700 people lined up for lottery tickets.
700 people for previews.
Unheard of for a new show. This overwhelming enthusiasm led to a surprising and utterly brilliant initiative, Ham for Ham.
Ah, Ham for Ham. What's truly remarkable here is how the production genuinely embraced its audience, fostered this unique, accessible connection. Ham for Ham became a series of impromptu outdoor mini-performances for lottery participants.
Right outside the theater.
Hosted daily by Miranda and various cast members for over a year until August 31st, 2016. It wasn't just marketing, it transformed the pre-show lottery line into its own unique event.
It was amazing.
It was a brilliant grassroots way to democratize a famously exclusive Broadway experience, creating this unparalleled sense of community, direct interaction between the cast and their most dedicated fans, extending the show's magic beyond the stage door.
The financial success of Hamilton was equally staggering, right?
Oh.
Solidifying its status as a commercial juggernaut alongside the critical acclaim.
Oh, yeah.
Miranda earned a 3% royalty on each performance, amassing something like $12.7 million by July 2017.
Wow. That demonstrated the immense profitability of a show that just captivated the nation.
Completely.
And Hamilton absolutely dominated the awards season, broke barriers, set new precedents. It won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama.
Which is incredibly rare for a musical.
Incredibly rare, a prestigious honor, recognizing Hamilton not just as entertainment, but as a significant literary and dramatic work of profound cultural importance. It was nominated for a record 16 Tony Awards.
16.
And ultimately won 11, including Miranda's first wins for Best Book of a Musical and Best Original Score. This flood of awards just cemented its place in theatrical history.
And beyond Broadway.
Right. The cast album was also a massive success. Won a Grammy for Best Musical Theater Album, spent an incredible 10 weeks atop Billboard's Top Rap Albums chart, a first for a Broadway cast recording.
That's wild. A Broadway album on the rap charts.
Exactly. And it became the 11th biggest album of the entire 2010s. This unprecedented crossover success into the mainstream music charts truly solidified its cultural status, proving its appeal far beyond traditional Broadway audiences and reshaping perceptions of musical theater.
Miranda received the Drama League Distinguished Performance Award in May 2016 for his iconic role as Alexander Hamilton.
Well deserved.
And in a powerful testament to the collective genius behind the show, the Hamilton creative team Miranda, Cale, choreographer Andy Blankenbuehler, and musical director Alex Lacamoire received the Kennedy Center honor in 2018.
One of the nation's highest awards for artistic excellence, truly recognizing the whole team.
The show even made it to the highest office. March 15, 2016, cast members performed at the White House, hosted workshops for students.
And the freestyle rap?
Yes, with Miranda memorably performing a freestyle rap from prompts held up by none other than President Obama himself. That image,
iconic.
A modern rap battle with the president, it truly captured the zeitgeist, symbolized the show's profound cultural impact.
To connect this to the broader picture, Hamilton didn't just redefine musical theater. It demonstrated how history and education could be made profoundly engaging, relevant, even cool to a modern, diverse audience.
Yeah.
It broke down barriers between genres, between high art and popular culture, between different demographics, becoming a true phenomenon that transcended typical theatrical boundaries and sparked this national conversation about who gets to tell American history.
In April 2016, Miranda and Jeremy McCarter published Hamilton, The Revolution.
The Hamilton.
Right. The lavish behind-the-scenes book chronicling the show's incredible journey from conception to Broadway success, its cultural impact, offering fans an intimate look at its creation.
Miranda gave his last performance as Alexander Hamilton on July 9, 2016, a moment that left many fans heartbroken.
Oh, definitely.
But he famously vowed to return, and he did, for a special one-night reprise in 2017 to celebrate President Obama's commutation of Oscar Lopez Rivera's sentence.
Showing his commitment to social justice.
Exactly, even after stepping away from the regular run. The story of its creation was also documented in Hamilton's America, an insightful film that premiered at the New York Film Festival in 2016, aired on PBS.
Allowing more people to see behind the curtain.
Right. And for those who missed it on Broadway, a full taping of the original production was released on Disney Plus on July 3, 2020.
Which was huge during the pandemic.
Huge, bringing the electrifying experience to millions globally.
In a fun, full-circle twist that reveals his deep-seated love for theater. January 24, 2016, Miranda performed the offstage cameo role of Loud Hailer in the Broadway production of Les Miserables.
Oh, wow.
This wasn't just random, it was fulfilling a childhood dream. Les Mis was the very first production he ever saw on Broadway.
That's amazing. This small but poignant detail, this personal full-circle moment, it reveals the deep-seated love for theater that underpins all his groundbreaking work.
Yeah.
It reminds us that even revolutionary artists are often inspired by the traditions that came before them, and that his passion for the stage is genuinely lifelong, driving him to return to it in meaningful ways.
He did eventually return to the title role in Hamilton for a 3-week limited engagement in Puerto Rico.
Right, the Puerto Rico run, January 2019.
Tickets sold out in a remarkable 3 hours. Critics praised his deeper onstage emotions and improved vocal and dance technique, showing his continued dedication to the role and his commitment to bringing the show to the island.
Still honing the role even then.
Seems so. More recently, he played King Arthur in a benefit concert of Camelot in March 2019.
Showing his range beyond his own stuff.
Yeah. He also wrote additional lyrics for the Broadway musical New York, New York in 2023, expanding the score for a new generation. And he's even working on a stage musical adaptation of Saul Urich's novel, The Warriors.
Warriors, wow.
Yeah, with a concept album released in October 2024. He clearly continues to engage with the stage in exciting and varied ways, constantly pushing his creative boundaries.
His continued involvement in theater, whether originating new works, contributing to revivals, starring in classics, it underscores his enduring passion for the medium that launched his career. He constantly seeks new challenges, collaborates on diverse projects that keep him creatively stimulated, demonstrating a commitment to the art form that goes far beyond any single hit.
The screen savvy from Disney hits to directorial debuts.
Okay, so as his theater career blossomed into this global phenomenon, Lin-Manuel Miranda also began to venture into the world of film, broadening his artistic horizons, reaching entirely new audiences.
Expanding the empire?
Kind of. His feature film debut was in the Walt Disney Pictures live-action film The Odd Life of Timothy Green back in 2012, a gentle fantasy drama.
This early entry into film, particularly with Disney, it really foreshadows a significant collaboration that would shape a large part of his career, right?
Yeah.
Establishing that relationship with the studio that would become incredibly fruitful.
Mm-hmm.
It shows an early willingness to explore different creative avenues beyond the stage. He also appeared in 200 Cartas in 2013, a romantic comedy filmed in Puerto Rico.
Connecting with his heritage through film, too.
Yep, exactly.
The Disney connection truly cemented itself after he interviewed with the studio in the winter of 2013, submitting this comprehensive 6-song demo package to Walt Disney Animation Studios.
That feels like a pivotal moment.
It does. A chance to align his unique musical voice with one of the most iconic storytelling powerhouses in the world.
What's truly fascinating here is the strategic alignment and how committed he was to these new projects. This led to him being hired in spring 2014 to help write and perform music for Moana, the 2016 animated feature. He dedicated himself so fully to Moana and Hamilton during this period that he actually turned down other projects. He later reflected on this, saying that while Hamilton became this unprecedented hit, Moana proved to be an ego check because he poured so much of himself into it simultaneously.
Wow, juggling both at once.
Yeah. This dedication to specific projects, even at the expense of others, highlights his artistic integrity and immense work ethic.
Moana was a massive box office hit. Critics widely praise Miranda's songwriting, recognizing his unique ability to craft memorable, emotionally resonant songs that beautifully blended Polynesian cultural elements with contemporary pop sensibilities.
He nailed that blend.
He sang We Know the Way in the film, recorded a duet with Jordan Fisher for the end credits, and for the incredibly popular Oscar-nominated song How Far I'll Go.
Huge song.
He won a Grammy and received Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, and Academy Award nominations.
This partnership with Disney clearly opened up new avenues for his storytelling, allowing him to reach a global audience with his distinct musical voice. The success of Moana proved that his talent for crafting compelling narratives through song, rich with character and emotion, translated beautifully and universally to the animated film medium. It was a clear demonstration of his mastery of cross-cultural appeal.
You know, how cool is this while simultaneously working on Hamilton and Moana?
Which is already insane.
Right. Miranda even contributed music for the Disney-distributed film Star Wars, The Force Awakens in 2015.
Wait, Star Wars too?
Yeah. Writing a song for Maz Kanata's Cantina scene, a deliberate homage to the classic Maz Eisley Cantina. He continued this playful involvement for The Rise of Skywalker in 2019, where he also had a delightful cameo as a resistance trooper.
That's amazing. It highlights his incredible range and the almost playful way he integrates his diverse talents across different franchises and genres, often in surprising, fan-pleasing ways.
Yeah.
It's a surprising fact many fans might not realize. His involvement with Star Wars, showcasing his ability to contribute effectively, even in unexpected roles, behind-the-scenes capacities, all while maintaining this deep love for the material.
His Disney work continued with voice acting. He debuted as the distinctive voice of Fenton Gizmoduck Crackshell Cabrera in the 2017 reboot of DuckTales.
Gizmoduck. Love that.
Bringing his unique vocal energy to a beloved animated character in May 2018, then came a major acting role as Jack, the charming lamplighter, in Mary Poppins Returns in 2018.
His first big film role after leaving Hamilton on Broadway.
Exactly. He even traveled to London to shoot his scenes, fully immersing himself in the new production. His performance earned him a Golden Globe nomination.
Yeah, and while some critics noted, maybe an occasional inconsistency in his Cockney accent.
Laughs. A notoriously tricky accent.
Right. His performance was widely praised for its warmth, energy, genuine charm, demonstrated his capability to command the screen in a demanding live-action musical.
Definitely held his own.
This period illustrates a significant pivot in his career, moving from predominantly a stage performer and writer to a prominent figure in live-action film. His ability to hold his own alongside seasoned actors like Emily Blunt was a testament to his talent, his adaptability across different acting mediums, further solidifying his status as a multi-talented force in Hollywood.
In July 2018, Imagine Entertainment announced that Miranda would make his directorial debut.
Stepping behind the camera.
With an adaptation of Jonathan Larson's semi-autobiographical musical Tick, Tick, Boom, scripted by Stephen Levinson. This was a deeply personal project for Miranda, right? A longtime admirer of Larson's work.
Absolutely. This move into directing was a significant evolution in his career, showcasing his desire to tell stories from behind the camera and to interpret the work of another influential musical theater artist whose own premature death tragically cut short a brilliant career. The film, which he also produced, was released on Netflix in 2021, met with critical acclaim for its energetic direction, heartfelt tribute to Larson's legacy, further solidifying his multifaceted talents in the industry.
The same year, he starred as the titular character, provided 11 original songs, and served as an executive producer for Vivo.
The animated Kinkajou.
Yes. The Sony Pictures animation film released on Netflix in August 2021. The film, a colorful musical adventure set in Cuba and Florida, was this heartfelt love letter to Latin music.
It really was.
And in a delightful personal touch, his son, Francisco, is even listed as a production baby in the credits.
Oh, that's sweet. A heartwarming industry tradition.
It is. And then came Encanto in November 2021. He collaborated again with Walt Disney Animation Studios.
Then boom, another phenomenon.
A massive, unprecedented global success. The song We Don't Talk About Bruno just defied all expectations, rose to #1 on both the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and the U.K. singles charts.
His first #1 song as a writer.
Yeah, and a first for Disney in decades. He also received an Academy Award nomination for Dos Oruguitas, further cementing his place as a master of contemporary Disney songwriting.
The immense, unexpected popularity of Encanto and Bruno truly demonstrated his universal appeal, his uncanny knack for crafting songs that are not only deeply integrated into the narrative, but also incredibly catchy, resonant with a global audience.
It was everywhere.
It became a genuine cultural phenomenon, dominating social media, radio waves, highlighted his unparalleled ability to capture the public's imagination with his distinct musical voice.
Now, the film adaptation of his first major work, In the Heights, had a long and winding journey to the screen.
Oh yeah, and that took a while.
Announced by Universal way back in 2008, it was tragically canceled in 2011, then revived in 2012 with the Weinstein Company.
Oof.
Before rights eventually went to Warner Bros. For $50 million after the Weinstein allegations. This complex development really highlights the inherent challenges and the ethical complexities of bringing successful Broadway properties to Hollywood.
Absolutely. This prolonged development saga highlights the tenacity required to see such a project through, especially with all the studio changes, the ethical considerations. Miranda, while originating the iconic role of Usnavi on stage, felt he was too old for the film version.
Right, he stepped aside.
He made the conscious decision to step aside, instead playing the smaller, beloved role of Piragüero, the Piragua guy,
Right.
which was a beautiful nod to his roots and a way to pass the torch to a new generation.
He beautifully articulated his decision, too. He said, "I went from substitute teacher to Broadway composer. I will never make a leap that big again in my life. I was very content to let Anthony Ramos and this incredible cast have their own experience."
That's classy.
It is. The film was eventually released in theaters and on HBO Max in June 2021, finally bringing his first major work to the big screen for a new generation.
His humility and generosity in stepping aside for a new generation of talent speak volumes about his character, his focus on the integrity of the storytelling rather than personal stardom in every iteration.
Yeah.
He wanted the film to be its own entity, allowing new artists to make the roles their own, which is a rare and admirable quality in an industry often driven by ego.
His Disney collaborations continue, showcasing a lasting partnership. In August 2016, he agreed to write songs with the legendary Alan Menken
Alan Menken, wow.
for the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid.
And what's deeply personal and truly delightful here is the connection.
Yeah.
His son Sebastian was actually named after the Jamaican crab from the original Little Mermaid.
No way!
Yeah. It was one of Miranda's favorite films growing up. This personal passion for the source material clearly drove his involvement. He and Menken, a living Disney legend, wrote 4 new songs for the film, which premiered in May 2023, bringing new musical life to a cherished classic while honoring its legacy.
That's fantastic. He's also a longtime fan of The Lion King.
Of course.
And started writing songs for the prequel sequel Mufasa, The Lion King, in early 2022. He even made his first in-person appearance at a D23 fan event in August 2024 to present the theatrical trailer for the film.
Which is coming out soon, right? December 2024.
Yep, December 2024.
So what all this means for us, the audience, is that Miranda possesses this insatiable creative hunger, an uncanny ability to translate complex narratives, historical, fantastical, whatever, into compelling, catchy, musical, and dramatic experiences across every imaginable medium.
He really does it all.
He's not just a composer or a writer. He's a true cross-platform storyteller, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible in entertainment.
Television and music, the versatility continues.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's reach extends deeply into television as well, and it started earlier than you might think, often in surprising roles that showcase his versatility. In 2007, he made a small but memorable appearance on The Sopranos as a bellman.
A bellman on The Sopranos.
Hmm.
That's a fun fact. Indeed, and his early television forays illustrate his willingness to explore different mediums without necessarily seeking the spotlight. He also played Juan Alvi Alvarez, Gregory House's roommate in a psychiatric hospital in-house from 2009 to 2010.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Beyond dramatic roles, he returned repeatedly for Sesame Street in various capacities. Playing roles, even singing the theme song for Murray Has a Little Lamb, showing his commitment to educational children's programming.
Love that.
He was also a composer and actor on The Electric Company from 2009 to 2010. These roles, even minor ones, demonstrate his early willingness to explore different mediums, lend his talents to projects he admired and believed in.
You might have spotted him in a 2011 episode of Modern Family, adding his comedic timing to the popular sitcom. He also had a recurring role as Ruben Mercado in NBC's medical drama Do No Harm in 2013.
Right.
And in a unique showcase of his linguistic talents and quick wit, he even appeared in an all-verse episode of How I Met Your Mother in November 2013.
The rhyming episode,
Yeah.
where he spoke entirely in rhyme.
Exactly.
These diverse roles, sitcoms, medical dramas, experimental verse episodes, clearly show his adaptability as an actor, his keen ear for dialogue, regardless of the format. He wasn't afraid to take on varied acting challenges, which undoubtedly honed his performance skills for his later, larger roles and his ability to embody a wide range of characters.
Beyond pure entertainment, Miranda has this remarkable knack for engaging in socially relevant comedy, leveraging his platform for advocacy. This was powerfully seen when he performed that emotional, passionate rap about the debt crisis in Puerto Rico on Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
That was incredible. April 2016. He truly uses his art to shed light on important, often complex issues.
Definitely.
This exemplifies his profound ability to use his platform and artistic skill to highlight important issues, masterfully balancing entertainment with crucial advocacy. He leverages his celebrity to bring attention to causes he deeply cares about, particularly those affecting Puerto Rico, without sacrificing the quality or impact of his art. It's a powerful demonstration of engaged artistry.
He also famously hosted Saturday Night Live in October 2016.
Which he crushed.
He did.
Yeah.
Showcasing his incredible comedic timing, versatility across live sketches, musical numbers, delivered a memorable opening monologue. He also had a standout guest role on Curb Your Enthusiasm in 2017.
Oh, the Curb episode was hilarious.
He earned Primetime Emmy nominations for both appearances, further cementing his status as a multi-talented performer in television.
His voice acting career also includes memorable characters like Crackerjack Sugarman in the critically acclaimed animated series BoJack Horseman.
Such a great, dark role.
Yeah, from 2017 to 2020. And the charming Major Tom in the popular children's show Bluey in 2022, showcasing his ability to bring animated characters to life with distinct personality and humor.
He sang the theme song for the Magic School Bus rides again.
Fun.
And guest starred as Amy's brother, David Santiago, in Brooklyn Nine-Nine in 2019. Further illustrating his expansive presence across the television landscape. Beyond acting, he's also moved into executive producing in television, demonstrating a deeper, more comprehensive creative involvement. In 2019, he served as an executive producer on the FX Limited series, Fosse Verdon.
About Bob Fosse and Gwen Verdon. Great series.
Yeah, he even made a brief but impactful appearance playing Roy Scheider, the actor from Fosse's All That Jazz.
Yeah.
The series received widespread critical acclaim, and he was nominated for a Primetime Emmy for his work as an executive producer.
Recognizing his influence behind the camera, this demonstrates a deeper engagement with the craft of television, moving beyond performance to help shape the narrative and production of projects he believes in.
Yeah.
It shows a commitment to storytelling in all its forms, and his ability to contribute significantly behind the scenes, offering his expertise and vision to bring complex stories to life.
He took on a significant dramatic role as Lee Scoresby, the Texan aeronaut and adventurer, in the BBC series adaptation of Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials.
A very different kind of role for him, from 2019 to 2022.
Totally. Critics, like Daniel Feinberg of The Hollywood Reporter, praised his performance, noting how he forced audiences to reconstruct an image of American manliness around him, making him exactly what the series needs, offering this fresh, nuanced take on the character.
This willingness to take on complex, even potentially miscast roles that challenge audience expectations, it speaks to his artistic courage and commitment to pushing himself.
Yeah, definitely brave.
He doesn't shy away from characters that require him to stretch his acting muscles or force audiences to reconsider their perceptions, which is a hallmark of truly innovative and fearless artists.
In 2019, he teamed with legendary producer Norman Lear to make an American Masters documentary about the iconic Rita Moreno.
Rita Moreno, just a girl who decided to go for it, premiered at Sundance in 2021.
Yeah. He also collaborated on lyrics for Checks and Balances for the 2021 Netflix animated civic series We the People, continuing his commitment to educational and culturally significant projects.
Always circling back to that kind of work.
Most recently, you can catch him as Hermes, the witty messenger of the gods, in the Disney Plus series Percy Jackson and the Olympians,
which premiered in December 2023. He continues to pop up in projects that are both high-profile and deeply engaging, showcasing his enduring appeal.
Yeah.
His influence even reaches into the music production world. He was listed as a producer on the track Peanuts 2 and Elephant from Lil Wayne's 14th solo studio album, Phi Carter VI.
Lil Wayne. It's unexpected.
A surprising cross-genre collaboration, right? And he also provided backing vocals for several tracks on the upcoming 2025 Mountain Goats album, Through This Fire, across from Peter Balkan.
Wow. The Mountain Goats, too.
Further reinforcing his versatile musicality and collaborative spirit across the entire spectrum of music, not just musical theater or mainstream pop.
So what does this all mean for us, the listener? It means Miranda has this insatiable creative hunger and uncanny ability to translate complex narratives, historical, fantastical, whatever, into compelling and catchy musical and dramatic experiences across every imaginable medium.
He's truly a creative force that knows no bounds, constantly seeking new forms of expression.
Activism and personal connections. A voice for change.
Beyond the stage and screen, Lin-Manuel Miranda's personal life reveals deeper motivations for his work and activism, showcasing how his private world profoundly influences his public contributions. He and his wife, Vanessa Nadal, actually attended high school together and married in 2010, a testament to a long-standing, deep connection.
And Vanessa Nadal is not just his wife. She's an accomplished individual in her own right. Graduate of MIT and Fordham University School of Law. Was a lawyer at Jones Day for 6 years.
Wow, MIT and law school, that's impressive.
That kind of sharp, analytical mind must bring a truly unique grounding and perspective to his incredibly creative, often whirlwind life. This partnership clearly grounds him, brings a different, highly analytical perspective to his life, creating this powerful balance between artistic inspiration and practical grounding.
And here's a sweet detail that speaks volumes about their connection. At their wedding reception, Miranda and the wedding party performed the beloved Fiddler on the Roof song to life.
Of course they did.
This personal connection to musical theater, alongside his wife's Dominican and Austrian heritage, even gave him some German language familiarity, which unexpectedly came in handy years later when collaborating on the German translation of Hamilton.
No way. That's amazing. A wonderful example of how personal connections, seemingly small details, can serendipitously inform professional work.
They have 2 sons, Sebastian, born in 2014, and Francisco, born in 2018.
Sebastian.
Was actually named after the charming Jamaican crab from The Little Mermaid, one of Miranda's all-time favorite films, which, as we mentioned, famously led to him taking on the job of composing for its live-action version.
That makes so much sense now.
Right. Sebastian even appeared, in that heartwarming tradition, in the production babies credits of Moana, another film Miranda wrote songs for. Their second son, Francisco, is similarly listed in the credits for Vivo.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah. Sebastian is already bilingual in English and Spanish and knows some German, demonstrating the rich, multicultural, multilinguistic environment they are raised in, mirroring Miranda's own diverse heritage.
These personal details are invaluable because they show the deeply intertwined nature of his family life and his creative work. His children, his wife, they're not just part of his private world. They actively inspire and influence his professional choices, often appearing in subtle but meaningful ways in his projects, showcasing a beautiful integration of his personal and professional worlds.
Here's a truly surprising fact. Miranda discovered he is related to artists Residente and I of the acclaimed Puerto Rican band Calle 13.
Calle 13. Wow. How?
During a concert in San Juan, Puerto Rico in 2009, where he was invited to perform, their mother revealed the connection to Gilberto Concepcion de Gracia, founder of the Puerto Rican Independence Party.
Whoa. That highlights the deep cultural and political connections embedded in his family history, which profoundly resonates with his own activism. It's not just a familial tie. It's a connection to a significant political and cultural lineage within Puerto Rico, underscoring the long history of advocacy and artistry in his bloodline.
Right.
Miranda and Residente have since collaborated, with Miranda performing on the opening track of Residente's self-titled debut album in 2017, further strengthening those artistic and familial bonds, creating powerful new music.
And in another fun connection to the world of sports, he's also a cousin of professional baseball player Jose Miranda.
That talent pool in that family.
His family tree is certainly full of accomplished individuals across various fields. Beyond his artistic endeavors, Lin-Manuel Miranda has been a vocal and incredibly active advocate for Puerto Rico.
Especially concerning its persistent debt crisis and the devastating aftermath of natural disasters. His commitment to his ancestral home runs deep. It's a defining aspect of his public persona.
After a crucial meeting with President Barack Obama in March 2016, Miranda joined U.S. Senators Kirsten Gillibrand, Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and other Democratic lawmakers to call for congressional action on a bill allowing Puerto Rico to declare bankruptcy.
Which would significantly ease its staggering $70 billion government debt burden.
Yeah.
He powerfully used his voice beyond the stage, publishing influential articles in the New York Times in 2016.
Right, like stop the bots from killing Broadway and give Puerto Rico its chance to thrive. The latter directly addressing the island's economic future with urgency and passion.
This was a direct, powerful use of his platform for tangible policy change.
His activism intensified dramatically after Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico in 2017.
A terrible time for the island.
In a truly remarkable collective effort, proceeds from his heartfelt charity single Almost Like Praying, which featured this star-studded lineup of artists from the Latin music world.
So many great artists on that track.
Helped the Hispanic Federation raise an impressive $22 million for rescue efforts and disaster relief by December 2017.
That's substantial impact. This raises an important question, though. How does one effectively balance celebrity with the complexities of political advocacy and disaster relief, navigating potential pitfalls, ensuring real impact?
It's tricky.
Miranda took Hamilton to Puerto Rico in January 2019, specifically to raise money for the island's reconstruction, channeling at least $15 million through the Flamboyant Foundation, which he co-founded. The Miranda family even personally donated approximately $1 million to upgrade the University of Puerto Rico Theater.
Wow.
However, due to warnings of potential disruptions by a university workers' labor organization, performances ultimately moved to the Louis A. Ferre Performing Arts Center, where the production made further significant improvements, demonstrating their unwavering commitment and adaptability despite obstacles and complex local dynamics.
His political involvement wasn't without its challenges or controversy, though. In 2016, Miranda initially advocated for the Puerto Rico Oversight, Management, and Economic Stability Act, known as PROMESA.
Right. Viewing it at the time as the only bipartisan option for addressing the dire debt crisis, an attempt to bring stability.
However, the law, designed to manage the debt, led to significant, deeply painful austerity measures. Over 200 public schools closed.
Terrible.
Government labor benefits were severely reduced. The University of Puerto Rico faced drastic budget reductions. This sparked widespread protests, deep resentment, and Miranda, having publicly supported the bill, became a target of criticism.
Especially when Hamilton played on the island, right?
Yeah.
Given the musical's theme of American history and revolution, which some viewed with bitter irony in light of PROMESA's impact on their lives.
Yeah, what's truly compelling here is his response to this criticism, his willingness to engage directly. He met with protesters.
They did.
Yeah, explaining that while he had initially supported PROMESA as a pathway to stability, he explicitly did not support the subsequent austerity measures and now believes full debt relief should be pursued for the island's true recovery.
So he evolved his stance.
He openly acknowledged that the 2016 Act hadn't delivered the promised relief and has since passionately advocated for full debt relief for the island. This shows a leader who is willing to listen, reflect, admit when a policy he supported didn't achieve its intended positive outcome, and adapt their stance based on real-world outcomes and the lived experiences of the people he champions.
Which is a rare and commendable quality in public life. His ability to publicly evolve his position, admit that a policy he supported didn't work out as intended, especially in such a high-profile manner. It speaks to a deep sense of accountability and humility.
Yeah.
It adds a crucial layer of depth to his activism, moving beyond simple advocacy to a more nuanced, responsive engagement with complex political realities and the profound impact of policy on people's lives.
His philanthropy isn't limited to Puerto Rico. It also beautifully intertwines with the very history that inspired his greatest work. He uses proceeds from Hamilton to support Graham Windham,
Which is a nonprofit adoption agency originally founded by Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton.
Eliza herself, the very historical figure who inspired one of his central characters. He often performs at their fundraising galas, providing direct support, bringing his art full circle.
That is a beautiful full circle moment, directly connecting his art to the historical figure who inspired it, extending the legacy of the Schuyler sisters into modern-day social impact. It's a tangible way he ensures the themes of his work resonate beyond the stage and contribute to real-world change, honoring history through contemporary action.
He also performed the powerful song Found Tonight with fellow Broadway star Ben Platt at the March for Our Lives anti-gun violence rally in Washington, D.C. in March 2018.
Showing his unwavering commitment to broader social issues that affect communities across the nation, using his voice to amplify calls for change.
A symphony of accolades, the weight of recognition.
It's no exaggeration to say Lin-Manuel Miranda is an award-winning force, a true prodigy of our time. His trophy shelf is, well, overflowing with some of the most prestigious honors in arts and entertainment, recognizing his profound impact across multiple mediums.
We're talking about a Pulitzer Prize for drama, an incredibly rare and significant honor for a musical, placing Hamilton alongside literary classics. He's also garnered 5 Grammy Awards, 3 Tony Awards, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, and 2 Laurence Olivier Awards.
British Tonys.
Exactly. And he's been nominated for 2 Academy Awards. This breadth of recognition across theater, music, film, television, it's truly exceptional. Speaks to his unparalleled versatility and the consistent quality of his groundbreaking work.
Very few artists achieve that range.
Very few. Such widespread and deep acclaim across so many distinct fields.
Beyond the competitive awards, he's received significant special honors that underscore his broader cultural importance. In 2015, he was a recipient of a highly prestigious Genius Grant from the MacArthur Fellows Program.
The Genius Grant, an award given to individuals who have shown extraordinary originality and dedication in their creative pursuits. Fits him perfectly. He was rightly included in Time magazine's annual Time 100 as one of the most influential people in the world in 2016, a testament to his global impact. That same year, he received a star on the Puerto Rico Walk of Fame.
Nice.
And in November 2018, he received a star on the iconic Hollywood Walk of Fame. In December 2018, the entire Hamilton creative team, Miranda, Cale, Blankenbuehler, Lackamore, received the Kennedy Center honor.
One of the nation's highest awards for artistic excellence, recognizing their collective groundbreaking contribution.
Yeah.
His contributions have also been recognized by esteemed academic and cultural institutions. He received Smithsonian Magazine's American Ingenuity Award in the History category in 2015.
For making history vibrant and accessible.
And the Portrait of a Nation Prize from the Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery in 2019, further solidifying his place in American cultural history as an artist who has fundamentally shaped the national narrative.
These special honors underscore that his impact extends far beyond mere entertainment. Recognizing his profound role as a cultural commentator, an innovator, a historian who has fundamentally reshaped how we engage with narrative and history in the 21st century.
He's also received numerous honorary doctorates from some of the nation's and the world's most respected institutions. In 2009, he received an honorary degree from Yeshiva University, becoming, remarkably, the youngest person to receive such an honor from that institution.
Wow, youngest ever. He received a Doctor of Humane Letters from his alma mater, Wesleyan University, in 2015, where he also delivered their commencement address, imparting wisdom and inspiration to a new generation of graduates.
Must have been a great speech.
He delivered another impactful commencement speech in 2016 after receiving an honorary doctorate of the arts from the University of Pennsylvania. The University of Puerto Rico granted him a doctorate honoris causa in July 2016.
A poignant recognition from his ancestral home.
Definitely. And most recently, July 2022, he received an honorary doctorate from the Royal Academy of Music in London, England, highlighting his international impact and influence on the global stage.
His impact is also profoundly evident in the commercial success of his music, his cast albums, consistently topping charts, achieving unprecedented certifications. The cast album for In the Heights went gold,
Which was significant for a new Broadway musical at the time.
but the Hamilton cast recording truly broke barriers, achieved diamond certification over 10 million units sold,
Diamond?
and hitting #2 on the Billboard 200. An astonishing feat for a musical.
What's truly remarkable here is the consistent commercial success alongside the widespread critical acclaim. The Moana soundtrack is 5x platinum, hit #2 on the Billboard 200, showcasing its massive appeal across generations.
Yeah.
The Encanto soundtrack is 2x platinum and hit #1 on the Billboard 200 with We Don't Talk About Bruno, becoming that record-breaking #1 single in both the US and the UK, a phenomenon that captivated the world.
It really did.
Even the Hamilton mixtape, a collection of songs inspired by the musical, reached #1 on the Billboard 200.
And his singles, like We Know the Way from Moana, have gone 2x platinum. Almost like Praying, his charity single for Puerto Rico hit #20 on the Billboard Hot 100.
So what does this all mean for us, the listener?
It means his work isn't just critically acclaimed, it resonates deeply and broadly with audiences worldwide, leaving an indelible mark on popular culture and the music industry itself, constantly redefining what a successful soundtrack or theatrical album can achieve.
The sheer volume and consistent high performance of his discography demonstrate a unique ability to connect with audiences on a mass scale, transcending genre, age demographics. His music truly becomes part of the cultural fabric, a testament to his innate ability to craft compelling, universally appealing songs that stick with you long after the curtain falls or the credits roll. Outro.
Wow. What an incredible journey we've taken today. From a curious child in Inwood with a poet's name inspired by history and hip-hop to a global cultural force who has seamlessly blended the worlds of Broadway, Hollywood, and advocacy.
It's quite a trajectory.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is, well, a maestro of modern storytelling, demonstrating how diverse influences, relentless curiosity, and a deep commitment to innovation can truly revolutionize the creative landscape. He's redefined what it means to be a modern artist in, like, every sense.
This deep dive leaves us with an important question for you, our listener. In an era of increasing specialization, can Lin-Manuel Miranda's multifaceted career as a writer, actor, composer, director, activist be seen as a blueprint for the modern artist, demonstrating the power of cross-disciplinary talent? Or is he a singular phenomenon whose unique blend of gifts and opportune timing is simply, unreplicable?
That's a great question, something to chew on.
It's a fascinating thought to consider as you reflect on his incredible impact.
We hope this deep dive gave you a shortcut to being truly well-informed about the incredible world of Lin-Manuel Miranda. There's so much more to explore within his expansive body of work.
Definitely dive into the cast albums.
Watch his films or explore the causes he champions. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep connecting the dots in the amazing world of knowledge.